Does anybody have a question? Chris, Amaka, Corey, Tash, Obum, Oni.
You said when you see someone being abused, you said you felt you spoke to a friend, Adako had pushed, right?
Yes.
What if the person is not ready, as you were not ready then, right? What if,
Uh,
like, we see all these things a lot of the time,
mm,
and I know it's important to respect boundaries, right? But then when is when like, I guess my question would be, how are you able to tell when it's too much? Do you get when, okay, yeah, let me let you do you, and then when you get a time where you're ready to talk, then, or you're ready to seek help, then I can interfere. But how do you know when to help? Because I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that question, but I'm going to just talk about my life. Um, there's a friend of mine as well who had, well, they are both my friends, married. They had issues with their relationship, and one of them refused to go for therapy. Now, the National Domestic Violence Hotline does not encourage going for counseling with an abusive partner, because when you do, you're going to look like the one who's crazy. It's just, so for me, I think it's reactive abuse, because when you're abused, there's this self defense. It's called reactive abuse. And when that happens, you look like the abuser to the unsuspecting eye, especially if the person dealing with you is very covert. Like they are liked by the public, and then the public sees you overreacting. But I would say that when that my two of my friends, one of them, I was like, why don't you start therapy? And he said, no, I don't need therapy. I don't need therapy. So, but every time his wife would call me, complain. At one point, I was like, go for therapy. I don't need therapy. And I snapped. I was like, what do you mean by you don't need therapy? Me that I've gone for therapy, am I crazy? Do you think that you're better than me? Why? Like, I had to snap. And then he said, well, it's like, you don't want to continue with this conversation. Bye. Like 3 weeks later, he started therapy. I had to show him, hey, there's something wrong with you. You think it's me, but it's you. Like, it had to get to a point where I had to say, you think I'm weak for going for therapy, but you are dying and you don't know you're dying. So, but it's something I'm gifted with. It's not one size fits all. But I know, I put it like this: if a child is walking right into the fire, I am not going to say, do you need help? I will force you out of that fire, because you don't have the capacity at that point. And the truth is, any mental health, especially a victim, is either suffering from Stockholm syndrome, which is you're trying to make excuses for your abuser. Now, when I know that that's the case, why would I not push? I will push. We've had situations where men and women lost their lives because their family members just,
It's quiet.
it's just marriage, let's let you. Or they went to the pastor. The pastor said, one hit Nigeria, Osinachi, when she died. After she died, the whole celebrities and the whole, oh, the man was an abuser. But when she went to her parents, they said, go back to your husband's house. When she went to the pastor said, we are praying for you. So now everybody blamed him. And I said, no, all of you are complicit in this, because somehow you did not want to save somebody who was drowning. So I don't know if I would want to respect boundaries when I know that somebody I know is going into the fire. I won't. Call me names, that's fine. But I will not respect your boundaries. But that's me. Because I wish Ada did not respect my boundaries. I wish she didn't, you know?
You can go either ways.
Huh?
You can go either way. So it worked out, right, for you and your friend, but it doesn't always work out for you when you push.
So it did not work out for us per se, because if not because of the kind of person that I am, I like to reflect. At a point, I said, You are not supportive. You were not there for me. When I was going through this, you were not there for me. That's when she said, I tried to warn you and you did not listen. I said, oh, you did, that's true. But, and that's the problem. The person who is drowning will look for reasons to drag you along. I wasn't seeing that I was the one to save myself. I was seeing it that those who could have warned me did not warn me. Sometimes we get back to that. So I will warn you so that you know that I said everything and then you blocked me, right? Because the truth is, oh, but they still need your support. Do I really want to support somebody who has Stockholm syndrome and has not figured out that they have a problem? No, I'm not a therapist. It's going to drain my energy. Dr. Susie can do it, not me, right? I won't do that. So if you're a friend or family member, I will push. But that's me. It doesn't have to be the same for everybody.